All right, so we're going to take a deep dive into this new 2025 Kawasaki Ninja 400, the ZX4R.
Sounds good.
We got a recent article here all about it, and I think this is really interesting because it's not just a new motorcycle. It seems like Kawasaki is really targeting a specific rider with this.
Yeah, definitely.
So what can you tell us about this new Ninja 400? What's the big deal?
Well, it's a sport bike for sure, but designed to be both street friendly and track ready.
Okay, so it can do both.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of buzz about it online and in the motorcycle community, and with good reason.
Yeah, and 77 horsepower at the 399cc inline four. That's going to be pretty fun, right?
Oh, absolutely. And that power output is a big clue about who Kawasaki is aiming this bike at.
All right, I'm intrigued. Who are they going after?
Well, it's more than just your average beginner bike. It seems like they're targeting those riders who, they've got some experience, they've mastered the basics on a smaller bike, but they're ready for more.
So they want to step up their game.
Exactly. They want that sporty feel, the thrill of acceleration and the agility on the track.
But not quite ready for like a 600cc beast.
Right. Precisely. They don't want the bulk and the potential intimidation of a larger, heavier bike.
Makes sense. So what about all this cool tech I'm seeing? What's this KTRC thing?
Yeah, so KTRC, that stands for Kawasaki Traction Control, and it's a really smart system that monitors the bike's wheel speed and engine output to prevent wheel spin.
Okay, so it's kind of like a safety net, lets you push it a little harder.
Exactly, and it's especially useful on those track days when you're really pushing the limits,
Yeah.
and conditions aren't always perfect.
Right, so it gives you more confidence in the corners.
It does, and smoother acceleration out of turns can really improve your lap times.
So they're giving you that race bike experience without having to go full-on MotoGP.
They really are, and even the riding position, from what I've read, it's designed to be aggressive enough for sporty handling.
But still comfortable for those longer
Well,
rides.
exactly, a nice balance.
And I saw that it gets good fuel efficiency too.
Yeah, that's right. So it's practical for commuting.
But still ready to carve up those canyons on the weekends?
Exactly. A versatile bike, for sure. Now things get really interesting when you look at the competition.
Oh, okay, so who are they going up against?
Well, you've got the Yamaha YZF-R3, the KTM RC390, and even the Honda CBR 500.
Some stiff competition there.
It is, but when you compare the specs, the Ninja 400 really stands out in terms of power.
Yeah, I'm looking at the numbers now. It's definitely got more punch than those other bikes.
Yeah, and it's actually lighter than the CBR 500R while being more powerful.
Interesting. So what's the strategy there?
Well, Kawasaki is trying to fill a specific niche, you see.
Okay.
They're offering more power and more track-focused features than the entry-level bikes,
Okay.
but they're doing it at a lower price point and with a lighter weight.
So they're going after a rider who wants to upgrade without spending a fortune.
Precisely, like a graduation to the next level of sport bike.
I like that. What about customizing this thing?
Oh yeah, well they're offering a ton of accessories for the Ninja 400. Everything from performance upgrades to aesthetic tweaks.
That's cool. So you can really make it your own.
You can.
I bet that's a big selling point for a lot of riders.
Definitely.
What kind of upgrades are we talking about? Like, what can you actually do to this bike?
Well, you can get a performance exhaust system.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, to bump up the horsepower and give it a more aggressive
I
sound.
bet that sounds amazing.
And there are suspension upgrades available too, like adjustable rear sets, so you can fine-tune your riding position for the track.
Okay, that makes sense. And then, of course, all the aesthetic stuff, right?
Oh yeah, different fairings, windscreens, levers, all kinds of ways to personalize the look.
So it's not just a bike, it's like a blank canvas.
Exactly. Now let's not forget about Kawasaki's reputation for reliability.
Right. They build some tough bikes.
Yeah.
What does the article say about maintenance on this one?
Well, it sounds like the maintenance schedule is pretty much the same as the standard Ninja 400.
Okay, so no crazy expensive surprises down the road.
Nope, should be pretty straightforward.
All right, good to know. So let's get down to brass tacks. How much is this thing going to cost?
Well, the MSRP for the standard 2025 Ninja 400 ZX4R is $8,999.
Right.
And there's also a special edition variant, the SE, which comes in at $8,199.
Not bad at all. It sounds like Kawasaki might have a real winner on their hands here.
I think so too. They've really hit a sweet spot in the market.
Yeah, appealing to experienced riders without, scaring away those who might be moving up from a smaller bike.
Right. And it's not just about the specs on paper either.
No, you got to imagine yourself on this bike, leaning into a corner, feeling the wind and hearing that engine roar.
Yeah, the feeling.
Makes you want to get out there and experience it for yourself.
Absolutely. That connection between rider and machine is something special.
I agree. So to wrap up the 2025 Kawasaki Ninja 400 ZX4R, it's more than just a new model.
It's a statement.
Yeah, Kawasaki's saying they understand what a certain type of rider wants.
They're offering a thrilling experience without the intimidation factor of a bigger bike.
Customization, personal expression.
Pushing your limits,
Yeah.
but with the technology to keep you safe.
And that pure joy of riding on the track. Or your favorite back road.
Exactly.
Well said. This has been a fantastic deep dive into the 2025 Kawasaki Ninja 400 ZX4R.
A wide array of accessories. I mean, we're talking everything from performance upgrades to, just aesthetic tweaks.
Oh, yeah, like what specifically? What can people actually
Uh,
do to this thing?
Well, you can get like a performance exhaust system
Okay.
to boost horsepower and give it a more aggressive sound.
Oh, that's got to sound awesome.
And then, suspension upgrades are available too.
Yeah.
Things like adjustable rear set, so you can really fine-tune your riding position,
Yeah.
Especially if you're taking it to the track.
Makes sense. And then, of course, you've got all the visual stuff too, right?
Oh, yeah. All the aesthetic touches, like, different fairings,
Yeah.
windscreens, lever. I mean, you name it.
So you can really personalize it. It's like a blank canvas.
Exactly. Now, let's not forget, Kawasaki's got a pretty good reputation for reliability.
Yeah, that was my next question. I mean, it's a
Perfect.
Kawasaki, so you'd expect it to be pretty tough. But what does the article say about maintenance?
Yeah, it mentions that the maintenance schedule is pretty much the same as the standard Ninja 400.
Okay, so no crazy expensive surprises down the road.
No, nothing out of the ordinary there.
All right, good to know. So let's talk about the price tag. How
Yeah.
much is this thing going to cost?
The MSRP for the standard 2025 Ninja 400 ZX4R is $8,999.
Okay, not bad.
And then there's a special edition variant, the SE, which comes in at $8,199.
Okay, so really competitive pricing, especially considering all the performance and the tech you're getting. It seems like Kawasaki really found a sweet spot here, appealing to, the experienced riders without, leaving behind those who are stepping up from a smaller bike.
Yeah, I think they really nailed it. And, it'll be interesting to see how the market reacts, but I think they're onto something here.
Agreed. It's not just about the specs, though, is it? You
Yeah.
got to imagine yourself on this thing, leaning into a turn, feeling the wind, the sound of that engine.
Oh, yeah, the feeling.
It makes you want to go out and ride it right.
Absolutely. That connection between rider and machine, it's something special.
Well said.
Yeah.
So to sum it all up, the 2025 Kawasaki Ninja 400 ZX4R, it's more than just a new model.
It's a statement.
Kawasaki's really saying they understand what this type of rider is looking for.
They're offering a thrilling ride without the intimidation of a bigger bike.
Right, and it's all about customization, personal expression.
Pushing your limits, but staying safe with all that tech.
And just that pure joy of riding, whether you're on the track or hitting your favorite back road.
Exactly.
This has been a great deep dive into the 2025 Kawasaki Ninja 400 ZX4R. Hopefully you all feel a little more informed now about whether this bike deserves a spot in your garage. And until next time, ride safe, everyone. I mean, we've talked about the specs, the competition, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it really comes down to, does this bike speak to you?
Yeah.
Does it spark that interest?
Yeah.
The 2025 Kawasaki Ninja 400 ZX4R.
It's a really compelling package.
Yeah.
I have to say, I think Kawasaki really hit the mark with this one.
They did. And hopefully for anyone listening, if you've been thinking about upgrading your ride, this might be the one you've been waiting for.
I think so too.
Yeah.
It's that blend of performance, tennis style, and that price point, I think, makes it accessible to a lot of riders.
Absolutely. Well said. Well, this has been another awesome deep dive, breaking down this new Kawasaki. And hopefully you all out there listening feel a little more in the know about whether or not this bike deserves a place in your garage.
Yeah.
Until next time, everyone ride safe.